Let's talk about bankroll. This is Bonesaw Poker. I'm Brad. Let's get into it. All right, so we got King 8 suited in the big blind. We'll call see that, and then we're going to talk about bankroll. And we're going to fold that. So we got a couple tables going. We'll play for 20 minutes. So my first thought on bankroll is if you go to Poker Simple, that's Tommy Angelo, Lee Jones site. I'll link to their video on bankroll. I think they got a very good one on there. But I want to talk about other things other than what they talk about. They do talk about if you're a serious amateur that you should probably have 10 buy-ins available to you and play off of that. Now, if you're getting into the pro level and all that, that's a different topic. But the reason I bring it up is, a couple of reasons. 6-3, we're going to fold that. One is I was watching a podcast recently where one of the guys was arguing that, the whole subject was about bankroll. And there's like four of them talking and a lot of disagreement. So the general consensus was you should have 20 to 30 buy-ins. And then one of them said that you should have 100 buy-ins. Anything less than that is irresponsible. And I think that's ridiculous. That's a person that's just hugely risk averse, in my opinion. The 20 or 30, I mean, maybe if you're a very serious amateur, and we're not even talking about the pros, because the pros, that's a completely different subject. If that's the only money that you don't have a replenishing bankroll, you don't have a job. And so I think that the 100 buy-ins is ridiculous. Let's say you're playing 1-2. So you need, a buy-in is 200. So you need 100 of those. You need $20,000 just to go play 1-2. I mean, and the way he was saying it was that even if you're just a recreational player, that you shouldn't even show up to the card room until you have 100 buy-ins set aside somewhere. And, that's like saying, well, you can't go golfing until you have, 10,000 set aside so that you can, afford to go once. Or if you got a bad fishing habit and you spend $30 on bait each time that you go out, that, you need $3,000 worth of bait money before you even go on the first trip. It's a ridiculous statement. Now, I know like Jonathan Little and some of the other poker coaches, they're big on 30 to 50 buy-ins. And I think that if you are a serious recreational, serious amateur, but you have a job, that I'm saying is at least 10 buy-ins. Now, the reason I bring this up is because let's say that you're fairly new to poker, and if you're watching this channel, there's a pretty good chance that you are. So let's put a hypothetical situation out there. So we got a guy that's got an interest in poker, or gal, and been playing a little bit low stakes, micro stakes online, and wants to go to the local card room and give it a try. So they're doing their research, their due diligence, and they're watching these different videos and listening to different podcasts. And now they think that they need $6,000 to $20,000 just to go one time. And I'm saying no. Take a couple buy-ins. Let me back up a second and let me do the disclaimer on all of this first before we go any further. I should have done this in the beginning. When I'm talking about any of this stuff, I'm talking about money that's your entertainment budget, your fun money, not your rent and grocery money. I shouldn't have to put it as a disclaimer, but if I don't, somebody's going to say that I'm telling people to take their rent money and go gamble it. I'm not. If you don't have any fun money, you got bigger problems, and gambling probably shouldn't be one of your hobbies. But it's a free country. You can do whatever you want as well. So what I'm saying is, if you have an income and you're new to poker and you want to go check out the card room, like the Tampa Hard Rock. It's the 1-2 game is $60 minimum, $300 max. Most people buy in around $200. Some people buy in $300, some $100, but usually around $100. $200. So, if you want to just go check it out, take $300 with you. Go up to the cage, ask for 300 in red, and then on the way over to your table, we got Ace Jack here. It's not one of our 3-bet hands. We can call with it. So go up to the cage, get 300 in red. They'll give you a rack with 3 stacks. And we're not calling 3-bet with this. And as you're walking over the table, put 1 stack of red in your pocket. I said we weren't going to call it, so let's not. So put 1 stack of red in your pocket, because once you get to the table, if you put all 3 stacks on the table and then try to put one in your pocket, you can't do that. It's called going south. Once you table it, it's on there. Unless you're over the limit, then they'll tell you to take it off. And that way you got a little topping off money. Say you call fold down to 150, pull another 50 out, put it on the table, and go from there. I'm saying is, if you're new to poker and you just want to kind of check it out, you don't need to save up $6,000 just to go check out the card room. Take $300 of your fun money and go check it out. Get used to the table, get used to playing, get used to handling chips, reading players. In a 1-2 game, it's $3 an orbit to sit there and watch people and fold. You can play really tight when you first get there, kind of get your bearings, and just sit there and play real tight for a little bit, just so you get the feel for everything, and that's it. I don't think you need $6,000 to go do that, or $20,000 to go do that. So if you're in that boat where you'd like to go check it out, but you're reading all this stuff that you have to have all this money to be responsible, just go check it out. Now, that brings me to the next type, where I'm saying is you don't have to have 10 buy-ins or 30 or 40 or 100 buy-ins. And that is your very recreational player down at the card room. I work Monday through Friday. Generally, 12 hours a day. I put in about 60 hours a week. And on Sundays, I play tournaments online. That's what I primarily play in poker. I only go to the card room twice a month. All right, that was a beautiful flop for us with a nice wet board. We're going to start putting some money in the middle. Nope, that is what it is. And so do I have a bankroll? I do, but I don't really need one either, though. I just do it because, I don't know, because I watched all those YouTube videos and listened to all the websites that I had to have a bankroll. But I'm saying is, if I'm only going down once or twice a month, I can just take some of my fun money and go down and play cards. I don't need to have a specific $6,000 bankroll to go do it. And there's probably some of you that are watching this that are arguing that, that's not how you should play. Well, put that in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and like when you do it. We'll call a 3-bet with this. No, okay. And the fact that you have to have all this bankroll, I think that is a discussion more based on people that are going to play a lot. If I run down there and lose 2, 3, 4, 500, yeah, it's not fun, but it's not the end of the world either. you know. I'm not paying rent with it. All right, so this is a nice flop for us, but we have one over. If either one bets, we're going to call, and we're going to try to see a free card with this one. It's multi-way. Let's see a free card. Now, if they bet, what are they betting with? Face card with a 9, 2 face cards with diamonds, an ace of diamonds. Let's call it. Okay, that did not help. There's 15 in the middle. We have a 18%. No, we're priced out. Because even if we catch our king, I don't know if we're any good. So I'm saying we only have 18%. He did a 3/4 pot bet. We're priced out. Got to let it go. So what I'm saying is people that say that you have to have all this money, I think it's for people that are playing a lot. People that are, shot taking or maybe thinking about going pro and they want to have a nice fat bankroll to get down to the card room a lot where, maybe they're working part-time or, only 40 hours a week and that they're in the card room 2, 3, 4 days a week. Then I get it. Then you should have a big bankroll. And another reason to have a bigger bankroll is if not having a bankroll makes you play differently. For example, is let's say that you go down there with $300 and now you're going to play too tight and too passive because you don't want to lose that $300. Where if you had, $2,500 in a cash box at home, that maybe you would play the proper way. That way, you wouldn't play overly tight and play bad poker. I mean, tight is right to a certain point. So, and then when you get into tournament play, the consensus is that you need 100 buy-ins. But again, if you have a job and a replenishing bankroll, and playing them online, I mean, I play $8 tournaments, $16 tournaments, $22 tournaments. I mean, we're not breaking the bank here. If when I have a Sunday where I don't cash, it's not the end of the world. And we are going to fold that. So my cash rate's pretty good, but lately I've been trouble running deep. So it is what it is. King, queen. We'll see if he 3-bets us again. Okay. Looks like everybody's going to 3-bet us. I'm not calling that for a 3-bet, especially out of position. Out of position, I like to have a pocket pair or a suited ace. But having neither out of position. Calling a 3-bet out of position is tough to begin with. And then to not have... Okay, so we got jacks. Now this... Okay, well... That kind of changes things here because he limped. So if somebody else goes, we're gonna need to bump it up. In the big line, you could call your jacks. You wouldn't have to 3-bet them. We're gonna call that in the big king 9. We got top pair. So let's stick with that plan. He was probably just gonna call. We're gonna check raise. Okay, he didn't. That's interesting. We got one over. We'll see one. We might just call this to showdown. We'll see how ridiculous he gets. All right. Well, let's put some in. This is a bet fold. He goes over the top. We're done. All right. That was a terrible card for us. We're going to just try to make it to showdown if we can. If he bets, we're done. Because he was calling with, what, flush draw, a 6. What else? I mean, what else is he calling with? 2 face cards? Could be calling with 2 face cards. We're done. There's no sense in throwing any money at this hand. What does he have? 2 face cards. 2 Broadways. So just get that one to showdown. So, so for that, I don't feel like I need to have $1,800 to play tournaments. I'll just play tournaments on Sunday. If I don't cash in a while and need to reload, so be it. And if I run deep and I can I've had in the past where I played for months before having to reload. And then, go on a dry spell. And whoops, that was not part of our overcall. That was a mistake. Hopefully we don't pay for it. If he 3-bets, we're going to have to fold. It was a little loose for calling. Yep. That was a mistake. Open ourselves up to get squeezed. So leave in the comments of, okay, no 3-bet, of what you think about all this. That's a pretty good flop for us. We'll try to take it down now. We're going to call a 3-bet with that. Not a great card for us, but we're going to barrel again. If he calls, he's on the draw. Yep. That is a terrible flop for us. Let's check it. That is a terrible flop for the aggressor. Yeah, I think we're just going to save our money on this hand. Especially against a reg. I mean, if he bets, we're just done. Whatever, we're just done. Maybe my next video I'll do it on 2 street hands. Because that's an interesting conversation to have. It's a different take in poker that I'm not sure if you probably have heard, because it's nobody talks about it. It's just something I've come up with somehow over time, that it was a 2 street hand. If I learned it from somewhere, I don't know who to give it credit to. We're in position. We'll call him. And we're done. We can't beat top pair on the turn. We need runner anyway to slice it. Let's not pump money into a dead hand. 5-2. And I'll see. I'll get this video out today, the same day. I'm a little behind. Normally I have my videos up ahead of time, but I'm here in Tampa and we had to leave for Milton. We came back. We did not have electricity for, when did we get it back? Tuesday morning? Or is it Wednesday morning? I forget now. We do have a generator, but I also didn't have internet until today. Spectrum finally got around to us. And so we're back up and running. And, of course, when the power came back on, the AC unit went out. So we had to get that fixed. So it's just been one thing after another lately. So, but these things happen. This isn't one of our playables. And we lost a fence as well. But no damage to the house. Oh, we got dogs playing in the background. All right. Might be editing that part out. All right. We got queen 2 there. Well, it's pretty close to 20 minutes. I don't think I'm going to be legally bound to do 20 minutes of poker. If it's not enough and you need a little bit more, I don't know, watch another video. There you go. Kind of uneventful. Down $1.50 over here, up 76 over here on $10 table. This is mostly just to have something to do while talking about a subject. So again, subscribe, like, if there's anything that you agree with, disagree with, put in the comments. The comment section is, I didn't realize people didn't really leave much for comments. So, oh, we got a playable there. We're going to play our button here. I guess we will get all, because there's our timer. Guess we are going to get all 20 minutes. Let me turn that off when it goes off. All right, we got that there. All right, we're going to play our button there, and we'll just sit out after this one. I should have been paying closer attention. In position, I would bet this. He's going to bet it. What? Okay, well, we'll get it to showdown or fold. I really don't care about this hand at this point. And if he bets, it's all his. All 4.9 is his. Yep. So that ends that one. And we're going to play our button over here. We're going to fold that. So that will end it for us. Hope you liked that topic. Thanks for watching. That was 20 minutes of poker for Bonesaw Poker. This is Brad. And remember, everything you want is on the other side of fear.